Danganronpa. Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
Let's do it. I will
Oh,
be on audio duty.
your face isn't there.
I
but
hear it, but my face is not
yeah,
there.
it
It's
just
a cool
fixed.
picture-in-picture mode, though.
Yeah, a little Pip. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I did Pip. Did you ever fuck with Pip?
I think I fucked with it once. Like, I saw it once or twice when I would primarily, back in the heyday of TV, when I would be like, I'm watching this show, but it's a 5-minute commercial break, and I want to know when it's coming back. And then I would watch something else for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
I feel like it was mostly designed for sports and shit like that, but...
Yeah, it's the same thing. I'd like leave a game console running,
Mhm.
and when the commercials were on, I'd switch to the game. Just
Damn.
play like 5 minutes, then Pip back.
That's some pro gamer strats, man. That's the good shit. Ugh.
How does the audio sound?
I think it sounded good.
There's a little bit of purple from the Discord window.
I would maybe turn you up just a hair.
Okay.
Also, in retrospect, I would have
Beep bop.
made your picture a little bit taller as well. But it's fine.
But it matches yours. I'm having a weird issue because like it. Oh no, I can make
can't
mine
be true.
taller. Oh, cool. Hold on. Let me fix that real
Oh.
quick.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about
I'm the only one now.
it. 200. 10? It's 1 second, folks.
Mm.
Why
I'm
am
on
I-
like a 20-second delay, so I can't really tell when things are actually going to be fixed. But your picture keeps popping out. Just your
Yeah.
throat keeps showing up for just a second. Weirdest, most specific fetish on Twitch, man.
We are very big professionals here.
Well, you know, we're streaming Danganronpa, so that can't
There
be
we
true.
go. Now I'm better.
Hey, beautiful, perfect.
Welcome back. Another Danganronpa. We're gonna
Damn.
fucking figure out what's
Get
going
it.
on here.
I'm excited, man. We were gonna do Darkest Dungeon, but then I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened last time. We're in a garbage chute now. we got the bad ending, which was also maybe the good ending. I don't know.
I named this stream "Pooh Can't Hide His Secrets Forever," so hopefully we'll figure something out. We're not gonna do any predictions because what the fuck happened last one?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna kind of hop into it, but again, we didn't have any characters to base our drinks off of either. So
No.
Alex, do you have anything that's like a little bit of a joke?
I mean, I had, like I said, I grabbed a beer that was just in my fridge because I wanted a beer, and you know, in keeping with the stream, the name of the beer is Little Witty, which I think pretty aptly describes what we tend to go for here. It's also very good, so you know, fresh recommendation. But no, again, we didn't even know if we were streaming until like an hour ago. So
Yeah, I think Little Witty also describes the protagonist whose name is escaping me, because he just has a little wit, just a little wit,
just a hair of wit. I also do not remember his name right now.
Ah, fuck. It starts with an M?
Makoto. That's
Makoto, thank you. I was trying to say Madoko. I'm like, that's not it.
Nope, hold on. That's something else.
I'm drinking a Juicify because I'm hoping
Ooh.
this is going to be a juicy episode. We're going to get the
That's good.
juice.
That's fun. I thought you were maybe hoping that somebody would get killed in a way that turned them into juice. But yours is much better and less horrifying.
That kind of happened in the bad ending, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. bit.
She got crusher-fied.
Let's fucking get in there. I'm excited, man. I wanna see where this shit's going. And I'm like 30 minutes into the stream, I might be like, this sucks. They did not stick this, but I'm excited to at least see where it's going. You know.
You know what else is gonna suck? Is if I'm spending a lot of time alone in this dank basement, it's gonna just be me voice acting. So I hope.
Okay, but it'll switch over to the other scene where I'm doing the majority of the voices. I'm sure.
That's true. That's possible.
So
Rattle, rattle. It's
on the
locked.
cloud of boom, boom, boom.
No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food.
He gave up so quickly. Holy shit.
Well, full survival mode. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I search for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are all around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. Hey, Alex, remember when you were asking if they're gonna stick the landing? My sleep was deep and uninterrupted.
Love this continuation of the tension.
Yeah, that was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be... He falls right into a garbage chute and it's like, food, water, need it. This is base instincts.
Ate a full meal an hour and a half ago. I'm gonna fucking starve if I don't do something right now, man.
I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed? What? And all I did was sleep and sleep? Bro, what? Oh my god, it was like waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly.
It was a person.
Yep. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Oh, please be Monokuma. Something fell from up above. What could it have been?
It's gotta just be like packaged food, right?
Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Yeah, that's definitely possible. I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
That's you.
A giant piece of trash. Rude.
Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Well,
Because she spoke.
Awful.
Nothing else. Not one other fucking pixel of her character model has changed. Just a little bit of stray noodles in her hair. That's it.
oh man, I love this new
place
doctor.
smells awful.
I love the new Doctor Who. It's like a fez. Kyoko.
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
I'm sleeping.
Slept for 24 hours. This is fucking great.
What are you doing here?
So,
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey,
Damn.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you've finished.
Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Oh, wow, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going.
So, you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. And did you just bring 2 rolls? Was that
And
it?
a bottle of water and a bottle. It hadn't been that long. She didn't think you were that hungry.
I need a Thanksgiving meal. Go back up.
Ooh, actually, I don't really like these rolls. They're a little stale. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Her hair probably still smells like cup noodle. Definitely. Makoto said
yeah.
to that. I guess I'll just talk to her again. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
so
To pay a debt? Or, no, to atone.
Atone?
you.
During the trial. Even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Well, the second time.
Yeah. The game let me time travel. So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I.
Abandoned you.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost.
Why did you have to survive?
true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to
In
survive
other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do.
What?
I made up my mind to come to Hope Speak Academy for one very important reason.
So you have some reason for coming to help speak? It's been about 13 minutes in the stream, so yeah, your concerns are valid.
I love these perfectly natural human ways they talk. That's right. At least I did. Once.
Once.
Until recently. I'd forgotten what it was.
You forgot, but that's...
Amnesia. No memory of what her purpose was.
No memory, that's impossible. Amnesia? Amnesia? Then it really is true. You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school?
The first thing. You're talking
The
about
drool
when we...
puddle.
I gotta go clean that up.
It's so gross. Oh god, oh god.
You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted and I woke up. There was drool and I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem.
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help
why
you?
is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's all that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Huh? What?
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility.
I didn't.
But it is a possibility. We can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but you did seem pretty dumb.
I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. Puts on Joker makeup.
understand me. I should understand.
The real mastermind was society.
My goal
Oh,
isn't
remember
to
when he did
get
this?
Out of here. It's
Mm.
to stay here.
Yeah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen,
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality, he said to himself. Why are they giving me these pauses? I'm gonna keep going back to her. I don't know what to do. I'm a dumb baby. You said that you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
so
Think there's still a lot I don't remember, at least 3 chapters worth. But at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
You mentioned your ability.
I
My ability? What everyone should have known me for.
Yeah.
I'm the ultimate. We all fucking knew that,
yeah.
Kyoko.
Come on, you couldn't have made this a twist?
We call that in fucking episode 2 of our dumb show. We all knew that.
The ultimate detective.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
God, they're giving a lot of these. You had to find someone.
There's fucking no reason for them.
Who?
so
Oh, sorry.
It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Yep.
Because he's my father.
We already knew that too.
Did we?
What? Yeah.
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's... I think we at least guessed at it because she
Yeah,
said that
that
she had
one-
a personal connection or something like that with the headmaster.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Or she knew that it couldn't have been the headmaster.
I would believe that. I think it's just been a while.
Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how we thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? Right.
Right. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
This feels like a fucking... Like, it feels like Kyoko's reading lines for an audition, and Makoto's just here to, like, give her the next thing. But why there? The mastermind? Now explain that.
Remember when I was worried that I would have too much to say, and then exposition literally fell from the ceiling?
The most literal Deus Ex Machina possible. Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there. Okay, you're doing great so far, by the way. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
I'm so scared to skip it. I want to skip it for the gag, but I'm scared it's going to start me at the beginning. So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean?
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever have. Did you see the blood room? Did you see the blood classroom? I kind of thought it was pretty fucking bad.
What do you mean? There is twice the blood in this room.
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Sounds like it must be important and really ominous. Okay.
Nope, back to Kyoko.
however,
Oh, wait.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. I don't have to do that.
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It had to do with Mukuro Ikasaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her.
Uh-huh.
And I know it wasn't you either.
Uh-huh. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations? God damn it. Just let her talk the whole time.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yep, you're for this.
Yep.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it, and succeeded once in a different branch of the timeline.
Now we have to break into the headmaster's office to delete that timeline. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. We're gonna like trick them into something, I bet.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba.
What's that?
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. What?
Who am I? I could have been the victim. Well, it's probably when I was about to get killed in my sleep when I was sick.
Well, that's true. That's true. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean they're gonna show it? Yes!
Yeah. Everyone's favorite frame.
During the night?
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What? No, hold on. What?
That one's legit. I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like
Anyway.
this, which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Drink.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course. I can't drink that freely, Duncan. Some of us have to do all of the reading this episode. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted us to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
You hit that cuz different, man.
Cause, oh,
You're
man,
right.
that made me miss Celeste. Damn.
Oh,
Cause,
you're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
so what does it all mean? Break it down.
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The
You had
other
one,
ultimate
but what about
despair.
other ultimate despair?
Sorry,
There's
go ahead.
no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. I have a lot of doubt on that point, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking about
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
Make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this.
The Bloody Room? Oh, I did that one. That was me.
That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
Hell yeah.
All right.
To be continued.
Nope. That one's over now.
Oh.
There it is.
There it
There it
is. We love it. Oh. Good.
Okay.
Glad that was a rocket.
Me too. Me too.
The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Now it's a group? Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed.
Our mastermind was 8chan the whole time.
But right now,
Anyway,
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. The chapter ended 2 sentences ago, and nothing's changed since. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
yeah, you're right. But, what about a nice little nap?
What about, hey, is there anything else we can click on here?
Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. It's just a skeleton key. You can just call it a skeleton key.
No, it's gotta be special. And it can open any door in the school, right?
that's right.
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Oh, I should have checked for other things. Hey,
It's
Kyoko,
fine, I don't care.
we can use that key if you just open the door, right?
It's true.
I only need to
Let's
hear so
find
much
out.
exposition about garbage and hunger.
Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it's opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit.
Are we just gonna be right back in the fucking school?
Finally, we were finally free. But there wasn't even time to be taking a breath of relief because the real fight had just begun.
Free time.
Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. It's gotta be the
Wow.
last chapter, right?
Aren't there 2 more?
Oh, right. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading out the tunnel. I think you might be right, and I'm gonna be really disappointed if we're just back in the school.
I think we're just gonna be in the school, and I think it's gonna be free time in 5 minutes.
I'll end stream. If that happens, I'll end stream. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. I need a lewd box for Makoto's tight fucking jeans. What the hell? The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful, he said playfully. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help me keep my mind off of it?
Can't imagine that's true.
This is different. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
So,
Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. What's up?
Nothing. I'm good.
There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Then is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Wrong.
Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? How come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Because we take pride in it.
Pride?
A detective is neither light nor shadow. It is instead a human. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
That's the part you lagged on? Yeah. It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family's creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains why you're a total... Alright, before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family? What?
However,
Are you
And
following
yet-
this?
She doesn't want everyone to know because she doesn't want to be like flaunting the fact that she's a detective, and then people would
guess.
know. I gave up some of that pride.
Huh? I'm looking down at you right now.
This feels dangerous. He's got his neck crane all the way back. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school.
he just spreads his legs and look down his legs.
Still climbing the whole time, though.
Mm-hmm.
I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father
However-
about. There is something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face.
What is it?
So,
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever? Okay, what? If I were to use sever in a sentence.
I'm not the fucking ultimate thesaurus, all right? Help me out here. Who's the I get no respect guy?
I have no
Rodney
idea.
Dangerfield. I would absolutely watch a fucking anime of this where Makoto was voiced by Rodney Dangerfield. That would fucking rule so much. The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
however,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
Hey, Makoto, not the fucking time to take that side. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
Excuse me. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression.
Oh, we all fucking know, Makoto. The game loves this shot.
So I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell that was, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. Good observations.
I don't blame him. You know, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of the family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, just to cut him out like that?
Our only connection is through blood. Nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I let out a solid toot and right down on her.
I love it. I genuinely think the writing in this scene has been good, and it is completely undercut by the fact that this is the long shot they chose to stay on the entire time.
Yeah. I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, and after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. Oh god, I hope it's locked.
On the other side of this door,
No.
Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
Aww. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. God damn it. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Please. Oh,
Damn it! Damn it!
Or are they not talking about this man as a psychopath? They kind of like totally pass over the fact that this is a guy you would want to not be related to. Well, I mean,
the headmaster and the mastermind aren't definitely the same person.
Yeah.
Right. So he could have been the one that was just in charge of the school when people got murdered to shit.
Yeah,
Assumingly a year ago.
Kyoko does not believe that her father is the headmaster. No problem. The hatch opened with ease. And so... Oh, damn it.
Cool.
Cool. Looks like we're back. Yay.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I bet you are. You sure did talk a lot. Like, what about me? Like, I kind of got a dark past.
I got my own sort of stuff I was working through, but it's fine. Fine, don't worry about it.
Not a long enough ladder for me to get a word in edgewise. I can't say exactly we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. I was thinking during that ladder climbing scene how fucking glad I am that I decided to give Kyoko a voice that's pretty close to my natural speaking voice.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine if I had that fucking dialogue and I was doing the Hifumi voice the whole time? I would have fucking died, man.
Yep. Oh. Do I have to talk to you again? Can we leave?
Oh, almost certainly.
So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, so you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried?
Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out, and it's not like we can run away.
Mr. Monokuma. As she said
Can
that
Makoto stay over for the night?
for the rest of time. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
because
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does that mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly, before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little uneasy about this. Oh, I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. Got it. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the
Shall we
gym.
go?
Let's
Why?
get going. This is where he hangs out, man.
Tuesday
You know
workouts.
Monokuma. Always pumping iron and whatnot.
I don't remember this. Where am I?
We're at the
I'm by the
side of
garbage.
the doors we never went to,
I
yeah.
don't remember these trees.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't understand the purpose of that little cutoff room there, but
I guess it's like because it's like trees and all the windows are barred off. Maybe it's like oxygen or something. I don't know. That's stupid.
wow, just fucking dunk on yourself before I even try to respond.
I can just fast travel.
Yeah, probably.
Second floor?
No, gym's on the first floor.
Oh yeah.
The gym, not the pool and workout room.
Right. Let's see what's going on here.
Flags are those? Those are like They look
I
like
think it's the-
Japanese style flags.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. And are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you? So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko!
Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
Damn, Kyoko. But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about? But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the class trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in the position, one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. Jesus Christ. An entity
Are you
that would
having
throw
fun?
a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego. Just go back to drinking. No, I'm following along.
Lead in, drop 2 words, step away from the mic. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it. Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
listen to me.
So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence?
doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee
That's
I'll
right.
find some. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk to me like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence? It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto.
Oh. Yep, me. Sorry, I was texting. What's up?
Or they're like, it's a sick game of Minesweeper, man. Hold on. What's up? What's up? Next line? All right. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope.
I'm gonna get that tattooed
Damn.
on my body.
Damn.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and
that's what we
square,
have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
True.
To do Mukuro's trial
No!
all over again.
No!
Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair
It's time
trial.
For one last showdown. One final battle between hope.
Are we sure there's 8 chapters?
No,
Hey,
we're not. I thought you said that. I could be wrong.
I'll look it
Well-
up in a bit.
That would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
what's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax. Does that mean you
You
accept?
guys?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain
Let's have one
myself.
final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting ending.
Guys?
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
And that's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
Can barely contain myself.
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys?
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this had all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why did he get quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm ready.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you?
Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm just gonna... You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore.
Yeah! He probably lost in Smash. Yeah. I don't even care anymore. This game fucking sucks. They put busted
You're all
characters.
gonna get your punishment later anyway.
Yeah, this game really wasn't even designed to be competitive in the first place.
I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Pooh, pooh. Come on, Makoto. Let's go.
Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter. Alex's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. So they were pretty much like, let's just wrap all these mysteries in one go.
Just like, yo, you know, we know, game's been too long. Just
Let's just do them all.
did you look it up? Do you know how,
No,
how many chapters are there?
let me look it up right now.
I'll Google it because I think you're gonna talk.
Okay, we'll see. I've been tricked before.
I pray to fucking God. You talk. Hey, how many chapters in the Bible is what it autocorrects to?
How many more chapters do I have left? I can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Huh.
Yeah,
I
no,
st-
it's. Oh, okay,
8?
so it says it's 8 chapters, but that includes like prologue and epilogue.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if chapter 1 was technically the prologue or if
Okay. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than I expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Can I leave? I have to thank Kyoko somehow. God damn it. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said.
Let's focus in on what you said there. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down? Oh my god, we know.
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the idea of actually talking over the airwaves seems so
Nope,
unbelievable.
hold on. Taking over the airwaves?
Oh,
Talking over the airwaves, we literally do. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull
However-
off. And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do
In
it.
other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other.
Forcing us to kill each other?
And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Encourage what? Yeah, it makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, no one would have killed anybody.
In other words,
That
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. We figured that shit out
why?
hours ago, Kyoko. To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point. He's doing it. Stop.
It's like she's basically doing the Socratic method, and it makes me understand why the Greeks killed Socrates. It's fucked up, man. The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept?
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
No, that's stupid. And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. This is an extremely, like, fucking JRPG ass close to, like, the themes of this game are, like, still going to end up being basically Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's very. Oh, well, I did have that feeling when they started talking about despair and what will bring you the most despair. I'm like, well, they have to counter it with hope. So yeah, gotta love when a game got you like, how many more chapters left in this beat? yeah. It do got us like that though.
Only because I've had to basically talk for 30 minutes straight, and we've uncovered, like, 2 new pieces of information total.
Yeah. I gotta say, when we first launched this, we were like, oh my god, like, we're so excited to see where this goes, because there's a giant door in front of us, and we were, like, alone in this deep, dank trash pit, and then Kyoko literally falls into the trash pit and starts explaining the rest of the story to us. I fucking love it.
He falls into the trash pit, says, all right, here's everything that's going on. Anyway, let's walk through this trash pit door back to where we just were a second ago. They couldn't be asked to design more than one additional screen.
They want to prove that despair is better than hope. But that's
It's
ridiculous.
true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. The group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
very least.
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. Now, did she, though? Now, maybe she's not dead, that's all I'm saying. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer.
But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect
In
form.
other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations.
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up.
Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Listen to your heart! I'm gonna open your heart with light! My heart is Kairi's heart. It's Kyoko's heart. I mean, oops.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sigh of relief. Wow, that was a really quick sigh. You might be the ultimate sire.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you were nervous at all. Yeah, God, I only have like 8 lines and somehow I still mess them up. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say, Makoto? With your strong background in negotiation. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet.
Yes.
All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Hey, Kyoko, can you let me off my fucking leash?
correct.
Just another Byakuya, man. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
No, we're the Toko, dude. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
Please no. True.
It's fine.
But now we know
It's
who
fine.
our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However-
Oh, sorry, that was your line.
Is that really possible?
What?
anyway.
Anyway, right now we have to go find the
Shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
God, if he
I mean,
does
they
the ultimate
implied, like, they basically told us the mastermind's one of these kids, right? Like,
well,
saying that
yeah.
the only person who's ever participated in the killing game was one of those kids.
Yeah, yeah. So I
So
think
it's
that's
gonna be Hiro. It's definitely Hiro. It's not gonna be Byakuya. It's too obvious.
What if it's Hina?
It's not
though?
gonna be Toko. It could be Hina. It's gonna be Hina or Hiro.
Yeah, that's possible. This game is pretty wild. Where were we going? I'm sorry.
We were gonna go find all the other kids and spend 30 more minutes going over the same 4 facts.
Good, good, good. The same 4 facts. Oh god, I can't wait for free time. Do you think they're in the cafeteria? Oh, it's nighttime. They're probably not in the caf.
Hey, they could be.
And suddenly we were greeted with you again.
21225.
Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
AG for some sen. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about.
I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Thank you. Ah,
Ah!
Makoto?
where did they come from? Why are they here?
Hero looks like he's. Hero's proportions are so fucked. Look at his arms.
It's so good, man.
Oh, Hina,
That's what happens when you're about to go Super Saiyan, man.
Hina, back up.
Holy shit, Byakuya is really fucking tall.
Yeah, he is a
He's like
little bit.
7 feet. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, Hina and Toko are probably pretty short. Yeah, no, he is super tall. I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
quick break to run to the bathroom here before
Okay.
we move on to this beautiful
I'll
reunion.
keep people entertained, you know.
Yeah,
I haven't been doing that
commenting.
so far. God. Ugh. It's been an interesting episode so far. We learned almost nothing, but we spent 40 minutes doing it, so we spent an hour and 3 minutes doing it. My mistake. So that's been, you know, hey, it's been a good time. We're getting much closer to the end than I thought we were. I genuinely think we probably only have about two to 4 more hours would be my guess, including the epilogue. So Bakugan is probably the one. He looks so much older to me. Yeah, 2 to 4 more days would not be great. Getting close to the end, got to squeeze the stream. We're getting it. We're trying to get everything out of this that we possibly can. And I think it's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad we're doing it. And I am very glad that Duncan decided to leave it on this picture when he left, because I can't imagine anything better than staring at this picture for another 100 years.
Hello. This picture.
It's
2 to
so good, man. I was saying 2 to 4 more hours. Briggs Gaming in the chat saying 2 to 4 more days. You never know. You never know.
Fucking kill me.
I think 2 more straight. I think genuinely we'll probably finish this game this weekend at this rate.
I would love that.
This weekend or next weekend or whenever. But it's got to be a weekend stream because that could easily end up being 5 hours and we would never realize it.
I would love that so I can finally move on to the second one.
No, man. We're locking in right now. We're playing 999 after this. I've heard it's real good.
999?
I've actually heard 999 fucking Wits. It's another visual novel that's got a lot of like mystery elements to it, but it's supposed to be like good.
Would love that. What are you saying about this game? Hold on.
Hold
on.
No, not mutually exclusive, Duncan.
Oh, no, this game's fine. Is that Makoto?
You guys,
That's what Makoto sounds like? It's been so long since I heard his voice.
He talks during the trial. He talks like this. He says, if that's true...
That's just the Joker.
That's not the Joker. It is.
If that's true, then that means that Byakuya was a member of society.
There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Love these guys.
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I...
Little caveat of survived. A lot of my better friends died very quickly.
Not all of them I'd consider friends. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
Toko just means so much to me. Wait, what's that smell?
Heck.
Yeah, man, it seriously stinks.
It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog.
Get away, shoo.
And in a flash, my tears dried up.
You guys suck. I wish I had died.
Can I leave? I probably
Nope.
shouldn't leave.
We gotta talk to everybody.
Yo.
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world?
I didn't go to the spirit world.
No?
Did you get to talk to her?
Who?
Miss Cleo.
No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? All right, we'll end it on that. No reaction from Miss Cleo?
No further need to investigate. I still can't believe you survived.
Yeah, me either.
Do you realize why it is you escaped execution?
It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say that they had their lives saved by a computer program.
Untrue.
I feel like that can't be true. I feel like with the state of modern medicine, there's no way that's true. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Cool. So, what have you guys been doing the whole time I was gone? I slept for a whole day and then I got saved. Well,
I forgot that we started that stream and he was like, whoa, I am tired. Time to sleep for a full day.
well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd ransack your room and steal all your stuff. We'd have access to new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So, there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues?
You stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you.
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten.
Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while, bitch.
What a way to phrase it. Like an excited dog. The smell is so smelly.
It's a smelly kind of smell. No!
Nope.
She seems happy for some reason. She said nothing. It was a blur. Do I have to talk to you again? I feel like we've talked a lot.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
I don't think I had one positive conversation with anyone.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you? That's related to what I have to tell you all.
I need to tell you all about the class trial. Me.
Please, recap all of it. Don't give me that bullshit. And then I explained it. Give me every line again.
Last class trial. Lord Admiral Captain Briggs? Wait, is this a switch?
Wow.
Is this a switch of a name? Monica might be behind all this. Last class
I hope
trial?
not.
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it. Wait, no, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro? That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, didn't you, Makoto? That was not his voice. He got real evil for a second. I couldn't find it in time.
Didn't you? You made it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
However,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. When I said, let's go through it all again, I thought you would be up on explaining it. Not me
Yup.
again. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean that, like, they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you. I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to. Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
But there's more to it than that.
Alex,
correct?
you don't have time to drink. Chop, chop. Come on. You voice 4 out of the 6 characters here.
One of them apparently only ever has things to say like, yeah.
For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
Hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us?
I saw that one picture where we were all happy together. Oh wait, I died. Never mind. I forgot she died in that.
I'm fine with the things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
He loves it.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries,
It's a pretty tall friggin' order.
maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that. I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
Skipping. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we know what I know what you're gonna fucking say.
Oh,
You're
shit.
gonna say one of them's the fucking mastermind. It's come on.
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
That's what I thought too. At first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint? Yep, this is. Yeah, we already saw this. The 16
only people to
students.
take a step.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is, hold on, the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right?
Now I'm gonna keep swinging this bat until I get a strike or a home run. But is it just Junko? Because that would make sense with
It's
all
gotta
the
be.
media I've seen.
There's no fucking way Junko became the star character of this fucking game franchise, dying an hour and a half into it. There's just no goddamn way. Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like
In
that.
other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is...
There were 50. Oh, that was you.
There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. I had to read who. Leon. Better
Oh,
times.
Celeste, Leon, Chihiro.
Taka.
Oh man, look
Look
at
at all the
these.
fun characters they got to voice. They killed off because they were just bits and didn't have personalities.
Damn.
Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them. And one of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here now. Need I continue, or do you get it? No, I got really confused when I added an extra. Now figure out what happened to my brain. You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not
God,
possible.
look at how small her neck is.
It is, yeah. Mm-hmm. Proportions are weird in this game, man.
Yeah, but if one of us is the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Well, also, like, proportions of anime characters are weird when you stare at them constantly and it's just a single frame of it, you know?
That's 100% true, yeah.
But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
Yeah, but my idea! My
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now,
Oh.
but at this point, the killing game has now
Oh.
entered
Ooh.
true ending mode.
True ending
So,
mode.
In the name of fairness, I will unlock
What?
every room
Oh.
in the school. Look wherever
Oh.
you want. Solve the mystery in
This is a
whatever way you see
Fucking weird ending to this game, man.
I'm into it, though. I mean, I'm into this part, you know. I'm into a lot of what's going on, but it all should have been, again, 20 minutes so far.
Yeah.
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
that's
What did you
fine.
clap for?
The pronunciation of magnanimous.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning
In the
anyway.
name of my family.
okay.
At this point, I
Weird
can rely
flex.
only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Bye.
Well then.
After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Yep.
Master, he didn't take me with him? Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee without cream, without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye.
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
Thank you, Togo. And now she's gone?
Please partner with Yasuhiro.
And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko? That's right. Which
Yes.
just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that
Damn
case,
it!
I'm gonna go by myself too. Fuck.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity.
Laughing loudly, Hero left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been mostly totally useless. So I figure, at least at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Ah, fuck. I probably shouldn't leave. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko? No!
Well,
Leave!
don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. That goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end.
That's what she said. That's not you understanding what she said. Those are her words.
Sorry, it's her exact words. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's what we've done the entire game.
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked,
Yep.
right? So we should be able to investigate
Yep.
every nook and cranny in the school.
We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we
bye.
have to uncover the
Bye
truth
now.
by any means
Yep.
necessary.
Yep, you have a good day. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's why I have to I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Hey, no free time though.
Damn.
I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mokuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikasaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms. The gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Oh, cool.
So, let's go check out Junko's room. They
Yes.
said all the doors. They said all the doors.
No, they said the dorms in the second room.
Let's check out Junko's room. I think it's the one to your right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Junko's room. The door is unlocked, but it has nothing to do with my
You
investigation.
motherfucker, go in that goddamn
You're
room.
dumb!
Try somebody else's room randomly and see if it does the same thing.
No? Oh, Mondo's room. The door is unlocked, but it's okay. All right. So it's the dead
Okay.
students.
I was not sure if maybe this was gonna be a little hint, a little something to grab onto, to nibble in,
Yeah. I'm
What's it?
very. Oh, sorry. go ahead.
Fancy looking staircase.
Whoa.
Mm.
This is what I was most curious about, to be honest.
Yeah,
this
that's fair.
is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins.
No,
No.
it really doesn't, my dude. Broken walls do not equal ancient ruins.
Oh no. It's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. I'm gonna keep trying to figure out what this looks like. Oh, that's not interesting.
Can't click on that one, huh? Can't click on the blood pile? Nothing there to click on. Interesting.
This is the only dorm that I'm interested in. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Nice.
I rolled around in it for old time's sake.
I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that was the door.
Nah,
You can't
that's the
click on
door.
those two notes. Okay.
nope. Wouldn't need to read them. Couldn't possibly be anything important.
Couldn't be the Slenderman files or anything. This is the girls' bathroom. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. God damn it.
Cool.
Seems like a pretty normal. Well, I have no. There's nothing in
Wow,
here.
that's a nice bathroom, though.
It is.
It's like an executive suite or something.
What the fuck?
That's a giraffe coming out of a locker.
You got it.
I'll be a son of a bitch.
This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers.
Real fucking archaeologist over here.
Oh,
I bet these lockers were used by people before us for something.
oh my God! All these lockers are clickable.
Oh no.
There's a card
Oh.
reader. That must be how they get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers on the locker room on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those things up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Well, unless we were the ones.
Well, what if it's the second locker?
Okay.
Okay, alright.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think it is either. I think it's gonna. Oh, it's a lot of fucking lockers.
There's a metal plate mounted on the door. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way.
Nice.
I'm just gonna try this one just in case.
Yeah.
No, they're not gonna put me through that whole
No.
spiel. Okay.
What's to the? That's just the open one. Did you click on the open locker?
No, that's not a clickable thing.
You can't click that fucking.
No. Oh well.
Christ game. what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to fucking do here?
Not too many
Oh.
hints here. There's got to be something at the end of this.
I mean, there's something on this floor. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let us come up here.
Ooh.
So- Ooh.
This is nice.
Ooh. What is this?
This room doesn't really feel like a student's room, and had a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
Ah!
It's the headmaster's private room.
Kyoko! Yeah.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time.
A regret? Either this room's really big or you're really tiny.
Could be both.
There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would
I didn't
seem-
click on you.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already
in
know.
other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from
However-
despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do to complete the failure.
Gary failure. Uh-huh.
Gary failure.
But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on.
I see. That's a good outlook to have.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Can we check out the PC? Can we see what sort of specs they were working with? I got a 3080 in that bad boy.
A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmasters. Classically, teenagers hate leather chairs. The desk is home to a computer and must have belonged to the headmaster. Why are we
Nice.
still getting coins?
I don't know, man. We can go out that secret door though.
Yeah, definitely. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake? Or construction defect or something? Are the property brothers behind this?
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall.
Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
You know how to open it? Did you figure out some... Did you? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. Did we try despair?
Yeah, I was just about to say, did we try despair? You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this,
Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, that's more to it. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out that password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
huh?
Sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure he hasn't tried it. I'm sure she hasn't tried it, but I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. This account has been locked for 24 hours. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto,
Oh
don't
my
be.
god, just type in the password.
I already know that your guess is wrong.
Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor.
Hey,
Hey!
Kyoko, I've never asked you this,
Yep.
but how do you spell your name?
Yep, go for it. Alley-oop with the joke. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling. As I typed it in. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious?
Fucking sick, dude. So fucking cool. That's bad password management. Like, I don't care who you are. You don't make your child's full name, your only child's full name, your password.
no
That's not how you
numbers.
do it.
No numbers.
No numbers.
No capitals.
Only 2 capital letters. No special characters. It had a space in there, which I didn't even think most passwords will let you do.
What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko?
Well, I'm glad they didn't try to make that interesting, have it be a puzzle we had to solve or anything.
Yeah. It could have been
Is
a
that a
Hangman's
birthday
Gambit.
present?
Yeah, that is.
And a photo of her in the background?
I
A
think
nice
so.
anime photo of her and a real picture of a present? Photorealistic present?
Hey, Kyoko! I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy? That's what made it so unusual. That sounded like the Grinch. Wrapped with such joy? It couldn't be. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto.
Why? You think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous, but surprising. It's
Huh?
a jump scare, all right. If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approach the box. Hey, if we have to hear how this kid climbs a ladder, we're gonna have to get a real long description for this box opening. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh.
It's Bones.
It's Bones. It was Bones. It was Bones.
It was Bones. Hey, it was Bones.
It was Bones. Hey, Kyoko, it was Bones.
Kyoko, I don't know if you knew this. Got Bones in here.
Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a brightful, joyful box.
Oh, God.
I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Oh, God.
Wait, are these
Fine.
plastic?
Just as...
What? Kyoko said just as I thought. I have to figure out what she meant by that.
They won't let you not finish it, but they kick you out anyway. Oh,
Just as he
fuck.
thought. How could you have known? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box.
My father.
What? Huh? What about him?
Correct.
Oh my God, Makoto. What you found in the box.
Bones.
Bones. That body.
Ooh, those bones. Roll the bones.
I wish we hadn't made such a joke out of the bones. Because they're trying to add a lot of gravitas right now. But
Yeah.
it's just that it was bones. It was bones.
It was bones.
Or at least what's left of him.
Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him? Is this like the like revenge plot of some very angry kid who got sent to detention?
Oh my
That
God.
killed the headmaster?
They'd be so fucked up.
How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we already have, that's the only possible answer. Fuck it was Bones.
Yeah, okay. The headmaster is a man in his late 30s. He's somewhere in the school right now.
Very polarizing, enough puns. Killing game began. Yep. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead.
Well, we can cross one thing off the list. You don't have to tell your dad to cut ties. That's done. Great.
That's my assumption, anyway.
As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all?
She had
there
plenty
was?
of chances. She was in the room for like 15 seconds before you.
Oh, you had so many chances to look at the present. I gave up some of that pride. Oh, sorry.
In order to enter Hope's Peak head reveal, right? This is all from earlier today.
Yep. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Damn it, I was really hoping it would say bones.
Nice.
Nice.
It was Bones.
Oh.
Holy shit.
This
That's funny.
picture, it's all faded. It must be pretty old. God, I wish when your grandparents sat you down to look at a photo album, the old pictures that were faded just looked like anime. It'd be so awesome.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying.
I know. When your parents start showing you your baby pictures, it's so annoying. Ugh. Ugh.
I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet,
Ugh.
to now find something like this? So what do you expect me to do now?
Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all of this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Fun.
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. Cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father?
Kyoko. Nice!
Nice!
Oh, that's all? Okay.
Makoto keeps trying to do this thing where he's like, really, her dad wasn't that bad. Look, he had a picture of her. I know he abandoned her as a child, but he kept a picture of her. He was a good dad. It's like, Makoto, fuck off, dude.
The headmaster's desk. It's probably... That's his desk? You think that's his desk, huh? The headmaster of the highest school. That's his desk, huh? Okay.
Boy's got a 3080 in the computer out there. You think this is his desk?
It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like.
Are you sure?
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't.
Okay, well then if you don't mind. Staring at from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And the label on it says, in case of emergency.
You can open the lockers.
I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's
in
desk.
other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is.
I think you're probably right.
it would seem.
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
But Kyoko,
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here.
then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto, can I ask you a favor?
No. A favor now? at chapter 06 nighttime? I don't think so.
That's wild. Did you know it was Bones?
A favor? What is it?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a
I
second.
need to get my emotions in order.
You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad.
No.
Hey, you only concerned by blood, not by heart and soul, but
Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And that is an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. Problem can't be solved so easily.
hey, we didn't do a manga last one. Sorry, I got distracted. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. All right.
Nice.
Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Bones. To find out what happened to the headmaster.
Neatly the skull on top of a couple other completely indescribable bones. It's great.
There's no doubt the headmaster performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Yep, the one. Yep. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity, is the 16.
One of the students polarizing. Yep.
15 of us met in the mail hall. Mail hall?
Main
Oh,
hall?
that's main.
Mail
that
room?
must have been main hall. And Mukuro to the mix, and you got 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Wow.
Yep. Rough.
Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead.
Undeniably.
So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are alive. 6 people are alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be.
Junko.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah. We're at an hour 45 right now. Do you want to explore these lockers and then?
Yeah, I was gonna say do the lockers and then call it so we don't start another room and know how long it'll take, and then hopefully we only have about 3 hours left and we can knock it all out in one more stream.
Yeah. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader. Yup. After all, it's pretty. You have to use
Yep.
So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. No, not your
No,
handbook.
not yours, dummy. I don't need to fucking Blue's Clues this shit, man.
Yeah, there we go. What about the emergency handbook I found?
Thank
Okay,
God.
let's give it one more try. Okay.
It really makes you click back into it.
I
That's
took
fucking
the
awesome.
emergency handbook and ran across the card reader and beep. All right, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. This thing is practically empty.
Bones.
Boats. Wallet. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is, but there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. God, I love Makoto's timid nature when it comes to solving a life or death mystery.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote it was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students, prodigies, safe, to keep them as our home for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. Oh, that's Kyoko.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Okay, I'll let you read if we go back
I mean,
to
it
this.
makes sense though that you would have been reading it in Makoto's voice.
Yeah. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. Thank God you figured this one out. But if it belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in the locker? I think Makoto just has some confidence issues. When he's away from everyone, he seems to have logic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he gets
Mhm.
overrun
I
by
get you.
everyone. That's what I'm like. When you guys aren't around, I'm super smart. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Right. Contradiction. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster And my father. What does all this mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would have proven me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and... Oh. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Okay.
Interesting.
There's a couple more lockers.
I was gonna say, will it let us open the other ones, or is it just gonna...
I don't see anything.
What, like 3 more?
Ooh.
Oh!
This locker's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to has organizational problems in every part of their entire life. I wonder whose this is.
Damn, that's rough, man.
This is a crystal ball. A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked in no particular order and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a whole lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside...
Casual in front of nobody.
But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What?
It is Heroes.
There was no way denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro. This is our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Nice! There's something in the middle here.
Cigarettes or something.
They're tarot cards. Telling fortunes. Okay, we were supposed to click on that before. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there all things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. I'll click on the other two just in case.
Just to be fair, yep.
Okay. I think it's this one.
Yeah, probably not because, you know, whatever. We got everything, but...
Yeah, I think we got everything.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we got a lot to chew on this episode. It took a while, but we got there.
Now, Alex.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like this really got you where you wanted to go.
It's not... No. I will say it took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
But I'm into the idea of this being like the big final investigation with like all, you know, reins taken off, everything, you know, explaining. Because if they did like 3 more class trials, it would have just been miserable.
Yeah, no, I don't want any more class trials. I'm glad it's ending. I'm just surprised the route, the route they did. So, we will probably be back Friday or Saturday with more Danganronpa. I'm gonna figure out how much longer we actually have because I want to space these out correctly. So look forward to that possible finale for this game. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where it goes, and we can make actual predictions again now that we know what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah. I'm curious because they kind of just say like, hey, you have to figure out all of the mysteries. They don't really give you the mysteries. Like, I know the big ones, but I wonder what kind of mysteries will be asked of us to solve and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure mostly it'll be like, hey, why are the students here? What happened a year ago? Who's covering it up? Things like that.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I'll be super curious. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
It was
all.
Bones.
It was Bones. Thank you all for stopping by, and remember, it's just Bones. Good night.
Bye.